Y'all, top 10 favorite Kids Bops.
So my musical genre, the ones I listen to, end in the 90s.
Oh, man.
No further.
The last album Jasmine listened to was Spice Girls, and that's it.
Speaking of Spice
Ash should
Girls.
stay down there.
Spice
Where is
Girls.
this train? Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Stumpt. This is Ash from Rick, Press, and Jasmine.
Hello.
We're playing some more Gang Beasts.
Yeah.
We all
Wait.
construct-
We're all going to work.
Wait.
we're all Constructicons?
Excuse me?
We're all Constructicons.
I did not get the memo.
We're all
Dare.
Constructicons.
I didn't get the memo, Dare.
Ooh, look at me. I'm a little different.
Yeah. Shave that beard, Dare. Get a mustache.
Oh, yeah, there. No, I'm looking a little bit unique around here. Y'all are all looking the same.
Oh, hey, it's my first day on the job.
Oh, hey, how's
what-
it going there, new guy?
What do I need to know about...
Look out for the fire. It burns.
Okay.
What
do we do
Take care of your hard hat.
here?
Hold on.
And then
First
we
day.
fight each other.
We gotta
Stop.
haze the new guy.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Oh!
I hear we all from Fargo.
I'm not from Fargo. Excuse me.
Beat up the guy who's not from Fargo.
I'm not from Fargo. I'm from Winnipeg.
Oh,
Winnipeg?
welcome from our neighbor to the north.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you hazing me with your fists?
This is what we do on the first day.
All right.
do you do on the second day?
What is going on?
Has anyone ever made it to the second day?
On the second day, the Lord made light.
The reason they gave me this coat is because I made it to the third day.
Yeah, I've only been here for a week. I've seen a lot of guys come and go.
But we all got the same haircut. It's mandatory.
That's mandatory, yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Finally lost my hat.
no hats for you.
Excuse me.
We're in a minefield of hats. A hat field.
The Hatfield in McCoy's?
Yeah, don't you even get me started on them there McCoys.
Sir, is there a reason you dyed your hair the same as your skin color?
You know, he dyed his skin the same as his hair color.
That's true.
It was easier that way.
Company policy.
Get it right. Company policy. You're the only one following the policy. Oh, geez, this is bad. Okay,
outta
well,
here.
you know, this is my lunch break. I brought my own lunch to Disney. How
It's more affordable that way.
Rash.
much you think I'm made of money? I'm not made of money. I know I'm green. I just wanted to double check.
I can't go to Disneyland anymore. I have a kid, and apparently it's only for millennials.
Oh, that's true.
That's what I heard.
Selfish millennials.
Out of here. I'm trying to get this one.
All right, I'll stop doing the voice.
Oh, come on!
I know, sometimes that happens, and then people are like, Price has been doing this for the whole 20 minutes. And I'm like, whoops. I don't notice. Just so you know, when it starts, I don't
Hey,
notice.
that's just real life prize.
Yeah.
You go out
Real
to,
life
you go out to dinner with
prize.
them, and suddenly you're having dinner with the Joker the whole time.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
He's a joker. Oh my God, speaking of.
Don't make a request if you don't want.
Favorite Joker? You guys go.
Favorite
Hamill.
Joker, Mark Hamill.
Okay.
It's the only Joker.
What?
I mean,
there's other.
There's
I'm a
other
pretty fan
Jokers, but that's
Jack
the only one I
Nicholson.
liked.
Jack Nicholson's great. Wait till they get a load of me. Right? Right?
yeah.
I am going to reserve my judgment until I see the Joaquin.
Oh, that's going to be a good
It
one.
looks really good. I mean, it could also end up being
Depressing.
too. Well, it's probably
gonna be depressing.
but it just might end up being too much. Like there is.
Wow, Jasmine with the triple.
Yay!
The Joker is an inherently ridiculous character, a terrifying character, but a ridiculous one.
Yeah.
And this clearly looks like it's going to take it a little more seriously, so I worry that it might be like Heath Ledger's worked really well and was
Yeah.
intense. And if you go too far more intense than that or depressing, then I think it might lose the charm. Because the Joker's supposed to be somewhat charming, right?
That's what I like about Mark Hamill's character
Yeah.
is that he's clearly really good at making it lighthearted, but at the same time he can get
Fell
real.
inside the
Exactly. It's the bouncing back and forth
Yeah.
between the happy-go-lucky joking stuff and then immediately to like
Out of your ass.
murder face.
I feel like who was it that wrote the Dark Knights in the early '90s? I keep wanting to
Frank
say
Miller?
What
Frank Miller?
was it? Frank Miller who
That
did
did
it?
like the
He did
Dark
the Killing
Knight.
Joke.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
No, not. Did he do the Killing Joke?
I
I don't think he did the Killing Joke. Frank Miller did the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Returns.
It wasn't Warren Ellis, was it?
Oh,
no.
gosh.
Anyway, that
Oh, God.
Joker was pretty dark.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the one from the Killing Joke is certainly.
Well, I mean, he killed Robin.
Yeah. Well, and
It wasn't
Crippled
It
Barbara.
was Tim Drake, right? That he killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that none
Jason
of you have
Todd.
said Jared
Jason Todd.
Leto yet.
He exists. I forgot.
I mean,
Legitimate,
I
no
watched
joke. I forgot.
half of the Suicide Squad.
That's the correct answer. Is like I checked before we started best Joker, and it was Jared Leto. Just
No.
Jared Leto is
No, it's
creepy.
not. Well, his version of Joker just like they didn't really give it enough time to do anything.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
didn't
kinda
have enough
boring.
time. I won't necessarily say his Joker was bad
Yeah.
or good or anything. I think his Joker had a lot of character. It had potential. There just
Yeah.
wasn't
Jeez,
enough
yeah,
of
that
him.
His character in Suicide Squad feels like a cameo when it should have felt
And-
like the villain.
I'll say that his, if you guys have not seen the Suicide Squad Extended Edition or Director's Cut or one of those, there's a lot more of
Gotcha.
the Joker in that, which that's the only version I've seen, and so I didn't necessarily get the complaints about Suicide Squad as much until I learned that there was a lot less of it.
Well, and then I would also say like there just the larger argument from a lot of people is that the villain Enchantress is super generic.
she's dumb.
Whereas Joker was kind of interesting. So if you had made him the actual villain,
Right.
like this is the big bad that we got to take down,
Yeah.
thus also making Harley a more central character when
Yes.
clearly they wanted her to be a really central character.
Yes.
It makes way more sense. Making it Enchantress was just kind of like,
Yeah.
unless you're a hardcore DC kid, you don't really know who Enchantress is. You don't really care. And B, it's just the same old kind of often used ancient power, gonna shoot a giant beam into the sky. We're, slowly conquering the world kind of thing. Whereas like Joker, it's like, I'm gonna rob a bank.
Yep.
I'm gonna blow up I'm gonna blow up Congress.
Goodness me.
Yep.
I'm gonna go steal a boat. Like, you never know what Joker's
gonna
gonna
go
do.
steal a boat?
You never know what Joker's gonna do.
Batman, bad
Yeah.
news. The Joker's stealing a boat. This seems like a police issue. No, because it's the Joker.
See you later, bats. Get it? Like the sea.
Got it.
I don't
Goodness.
know. I don't know if he got it.
Wait, Ash, let me just get Jasmine out of here. Jeez, come on.
She's playing possum.
I've tried to throw her out so many times.
Out of here, Jasmine.
No.
Oh man. So yeah, number one Joker, Mark Hamill for sure.
Yeah, I watched only half of Suicide Squad because Ash was watching it, and I sort of walked in towards the end and out.
I can't believe you guys. I can't believe it. Jared Leto is an Academy Award winner.
I didn't see the parts with him. That's what I'm saying.
and my
I only
thing
saw
is,
half
I
of
don't-
it.
So is Halle Berry. She was also Catwoman.
Best Catwoman.
Best Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, Halle Berry. She won an Academy Award.
Not for Catwoman.
Doesn't matter.
It does. It so matters.
Out, Rick.
Oh,
God.
look at this.
I can't believe Ash won
Neither
that.
can I.
Ash did not work for that.
You ran around the whole time talking about the Joker and then just pushed everybody out. You're the Joker.
Do you see my strategy?
Ash is the jokester.
Ash, least favorite Joker.
Is Ash? Or
Yes.
no, it's Jared Leto.
You're playing a dangerous game, friend.
I honestly don't know if I could think of a worse Joker than.
No,
Oh,
it's
there, I'm out.
true. It's true. I'm playing around. Obviously,
'Cause I'm
Jared
trying-
Leto's not the best Joker.
I'm trying to think.
I think
One of the video game ones might have not been as good. Mark Hamill did it a couple times, and then
Outta here.
and there's some bad ones.
there's a couple bad ones in the games.
Ash
What about the OG
I was gonna say,
Joker from the 1960 show?
Caesar.
Oh, Caesar Romero?
Romero?
He was good. I liked
Is that his
him.
name?
Not Caesar.
No,
No.
not Caesar Romero. Caesar. Someone with an
Ash,
R,
you were
right?
screwed.
Is it? It's not Caesar Milan.
No.
That's the dog whisperer.
I got to look it up now. But anyway, so I know exactly what you're talking about. He was great. He was solid. It's the thing that Jack Nicholson used to figure out what his
Exactly.
was going to be. You know.
I want to say that his son is a big actor, and I'm trying to remember who it is.
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
Oh.
I remember being surprised when I found out who it was.
Is it? Oh God.
Get dead. Woo!
Yeah, who's his son?
Actually, no. It was who played
Was it the Riddler?
Gomez. I was surprised at their son. Who's Gomez's
Oh.
son?
Oh yeah, it is Caesar Romero.
Oh, it is Caesar.
Caesar Romero is that one. So Gomez's son. No, I know exactly what you're talking about because I too had a similar like. What really?
Yeah, who was it?
Because it's like.
Was it like Sean Astin?
No,
or-
but it's someone.
No,
like,
I think you're right. It is Sean Astin.
you're right.
Damn it! I was
think
gonna
you are
have
right.
fun just like naming actors that couldn't.
But Jazzy
possibly
nailed
be.
it. I think it is Sean Astin.
It's Denzel.
It's something like
Washington,
that. Like, because I was gonna say, like, I don't know, it's something like Jeremy Renner or something.
Jeremy.
Would that surprise you?
It would.
Because doesn't Jeremy Renner seem like the kind of guy who, like, you know, he seems like maybe he got an easy ticket into Hollywood.
Jeremy
I'm
Renner
just saying.
seems like the guy who takes himself way too seriously.
Did you know? Because I've noticed this because I've been watching a little bit more TV on TV, so I'm actually seeing ads again. Jeremy Renner's in a band.
Oh.
He's the lead singer and guitarist and songwriter of a band.
That doesn't surprise me.
And that was
in
when
the
I saw
least.
those commercials. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is one of those things where like they make it up like as if he's not in a, like he's not really in a band, but it's part of the ad, you know." And then like at the end of it, it says like Jeremy Renner on tour now with his band, blah blah blah. And I was like, that. I said exactly what you said. I was like, that is the least surprising thing I've ever
Checks out.
learned.
Checks out.
Because he seems like the kind of guy who's all
Did I knock
Hollywood,
myself out?
who would also think, yeah, I can do the music thing.
There are
Which-
so many so many actors turn musician that you don't expect, but then you're like, yeah,
It's like
okay.
Russell Crowe.
Yes.
Kiefer Sutherland has a band.
Kiefer Sutherland, yeah. And one, it's like some of them are really good, and some of them are not so good.
Jared Leto as well, right?
Yeah, but he's actually good.
Well,
like his band's
people think he's good.
Well,
and
I'll
he's gotten some
I'll put it
acclaim.
this way. I'll put it this way. 30 Seconds to Mars is an incredibly successful band.
Yes. Get
They are for the niche that they are, which is like emo. And people out there are like, they're not emo, they're post-hardcore or screamo or for the rest of
Screamo?
us in the world.
Is that really a thing?
It doesn't
Yeah,
really
screamo.
matter the delineation.
What is
it's
it?
that
Screamo?
It's
kind of emo,
screaming
kind of pop punk
basically.
style.
It's like emo turned metal, kind of.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
Dude,
No!
the comments are now so mad at us for not knowing these things.
Well, I mean, I'm out of it.
How could you not know, Jazz?
It has changed.
Jazzy, did you not know like all of the music that I listened to as a child was this stuff, and so you should know this.
Jasmine Screamo has been around for 20 years.
Is there a kids bop of it? So I can
Oh,
listen
there
to that.
definitely are some kid bops. Yeah, we'll find you some kids bops.
Okay.
Y'all, top 10 favorite kids bops.
So
Jazzy's
my
got-
musical genre, the ones I listen to, end in the 90s.
Oh man.
No further.
The last album Jasmine listened to was Spice Girls, and that's it.
Speaking of Spice
Ash should
Girls,
stay down there.
Spice Girls.
Where is
Spice
this
Girls.
train? Thank you.
The Boys, Spice
Boys,
Girls.
Spice
Oh,
Girls,
yeah.
yeah.
That was incredible.
That's why we work so well.
I think have we all watched it all?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
Nick
haven't
is like
watched the
2
last
episodes
episode.
Okay.
behind or
Okay.
something.
I'm 1 episode behind.
It's a good
Thank
show.
you.
Go watch
it's
The
a good
Boys.
show.
It was incredibly violent.
Surprisingly good. Strange name though.
Incredibly violent.
Strange name. I don't
It
know
is
why.
a weird name for it.
Well,
It's
it
about-
makes
It's based
sense.
off of a comic, right? That's got the same name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's-
realize.
oh,
that
I didn't know it was
I
based
think
off
it's
an
the same
actual
person that did Preacher.
Oh,
I may be
Yeah.
wrong.
that would not surprise me.
Nope, not at all.
And that also doesn't surprise me then that it's like the team of Seth Rogen and them who are making it.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of awesome TV shows based off of comic books, Legion season 3's back.
Right.
I still need to finish season 2.
Oh, it's so good.
It got so trippy.
Yeah, it's a trippy show.
Y'all, can I vent about something?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one. Bring it on.
What? Okay, I
For
have to hear
years.
this.
This
Ash,
has been
what is
building
your
up.
beef
What's
with
up?
Gerard Butler?
What the F is the movie called? The President is Down or Eagle
White House Down?
Yeah.
Oh God!
I know what you're talking about. Generic
tools!
action movie
with
like
I can't-
White House
Morgan-
under fire.
with
My
Morgan
tools,
Freeman.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman's the president.
course he
Gerard
is.
Butler's the Secret Service agent.
Oh God.
The movie was awful. I actually saw.
Yeah.
There's a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's been like 8 years, and they were like, "Now is the time to make a sequel." To
They did that with Angry Birds though. Nobody cares about Angry Birds. Nobody's playing that game. Angry
there's-
Birds 2 dropped out of nowhere.
You're right. The Angry Birds, they missed the mark on when they should have released that movie. But still, there's like a kids.
God.
There's a kids angle to that one. This Gerard Butler Secret Service movie with, first of all, Morgan Freeman shouldn't be the president anymore. I'm sorry.
What? Why?
His term has ended.
Oh God!
Way too many years.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
Just because it's
No, so this is the third in the series.
Wait, what?
Yes.
How many are there?
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, the sequel already came out. So it was Olympus has fallen.
Yes.
That's it.
London has fallen.
Okay.
And this
That-
new one is Angel has fallen.
Hold on, and I wanted to say
I think I've
No, it's been every 3 years for the past 9, Ash.
I've
Come
only
on.
ever seen London Has Fallen.
Ash,
I've only ever
You
seen
know, so you jumped in at part 2. Ash jumped in at part 2 and is judging the entire series based off his experience with the middle of the story. And you don't even know the great lore in the middle of the Fallen trilogy.
Hold on, I want to explain to Ash the way that like timelines in movies work. Just because there's been an 8-year gap between movies doesn't mean there's been an 8-year gap between the timeline in the movie.
I do
It's not like every time there's a sequel they have to be like,
job,
well,
Jeff.
it's been 12 years.
Good job.
So now obviously we are 12 years in the future because we can only shoot modern day.
No, you're right. It worked out great for Harry Potter when there were supposed to be 16-year-olds playing at
Well,
24.
I mean, in that one, that's a
makes
different
sense.
situation. It's a different
You
situation.
can't tell that Morgan Freeman has aged 8 years.
Yeah. But what I also love though
Wait a minute.
is that
Recast Morgan Freeman as a child, then you have to. The president is 10. This movie.
And he's Benjamin Buttoning.
I would watch this movie. That's what they've been doing wrong. You need to make a movie where. Wait, they did. They did make a movie where there's a kid president. I just remembered. What was that movie called? I think it was called like Kid
I
President.
think it was called Kid President.
Sinbad was in it. Remember?
oh no,
What was that movie called?
where Sinbad is what?
Where Sinbad is
There's,
the
like,
bodyguard
secret-
for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
child president.
No, yeah,
What was
yeah.
that called? It was called like Child in Chief or something.
No. It was
Kid president.
You're killing me right now because I know what you're
Movie.
talking about, but I can't because it's not like
First kid. No, he wasn't the president.
Yeah,
he was
first
the
kid.
president's son.
he was the president's son.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they haven't done it. They haven't done a movie where a kid's a president.
Because they can't, Rick. It can't be younger than 35 years old.
Maybe they're like, wait a
Loophole,
minute.
Ash, loophole.
Yeah, they found a loophole.
I would love it if
There
someone
was
made a
fine
movie.
print. They didn't
about
realize it. It said unless the kid is really, really, really smart.
Well, what if it's like you can't run for president, right? Unless you're 35, right? But if I'm in the chain of command, like
There you
the
go.
designated survivor,
This kid is
a
Secretary of
kid.
State.
Yeah.
Right? This kid went and got himself elected.
Well, no, he's so
nominated.
far down. He's so far down in like the chain of command.
So the movie would start out real depressing.
Yeah.
Like there's been a catastrophe and a lot of
And
people have
literally
died.
everyone in government is gone.
But then it gets
But then
silly.
the kid who was volunteering.
he was
No, here's
he was
what it
like
is,
top
Rick.
Cub Scout or something.
No, here's what it is. Okay? The movie starts with like everybody over the age of like 18 just disappearing, like all gone. And so then it's like everybody under that age having to figure out how to work. And it's like it turns out this kid who's like a 12-year-old who was like volunteering at the White House or something like that. It's like some legal scholar, quote unquote, as in an 18-year-old who has finished high school, is like, well, you're next in chain of command. I guess you're the president,
No,
kid.
I see it better as like there's like this old, like you know how old laws are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like in some places you can't have ice cream in like the back of your like pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's some really stupid.
I want to see that law.
There's some really
allowed.
stupid laws out there. There's really stupid laws, but maybe there's like a loophole where he somehow it becomes like runs for like a position, and that moves him to president.
And there can't be a situation where there's only kids because we need old people who are crotchety and they go, what?
That's true.
No,
That's true.
we can't have a child president. And then they get their comeuppance.
it has to be like a small clause in the Constitution that like creates a loophole for this child.
Like there was a smudge of ink and somebody actually put it under the
Yes.
microscope and they were like, oh, this actually says unless this
It's like
thing.
the show Designated Survivor, but for whatever reason, that Designated Survivor is the kid.
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's my
But we
concept
need
there.
old
No,
people.
There's still old people. It's just that everyone,
It's just that everyone in
else in
government
died.
Or here's maybe
This is getting real dark.
Maybe they all just get so sick that they can't work, right?
Oh.
So they all have like such a bad
Oh, yeah.
cold.
Let's give them all a really funny thing.
Yeah.
Like they all have diarrhea.
No, they've
But
all
it's-
got a wicked case of night toots.
What's night toots?
What wasn't great, Jess?
those night toots.
The night toots.
Yeah.
I feel like night toots would be a great supervillain.
Night toots. When it gets dark, it gets windy.
There's a storm coming.
In the dead of night, this butt will fight. Night toots.